Hi Yogis, thanks for joining me. We're about to embark on a 10-minute warm-up flow with simple asana that'll prepare you for any more advanced asana or any other workouts that you're about to do. All you need for this is a yoga mat and 2 blocks, and if you don't have blocks, you can always use a water bottle. I'll see you on the mat. So let's go ahead and get started in child's pose. Coming about midway down your mat, bring your big toes together so that they touch. Sit your hips back to your heels, and then take your knees comfortably wide. So that could be as wide as your yoga mat. That'll be a little bit more like a very gentle back bend. Or if you're looking for support for the lower back, bring your knees and thighs all the way together so that they touch. And then lay your chest and your belly right on top of your thighs. Extend your arms nice and long. Allow your forehead to rest heavy on the mat. And we'll start here today getting connected to the breath. So as you feel your body start to settle, gently empty out all of your air. Take a big breath in through your nose, fill up your belly, fill up your heart, fill up your head all the way to the very top. And big sigh out. Good, let's try that again. So big belly breath in, feeling the sides and the backs of your lungs expand. Fill all the way up to the tips of your fingers. And big sigh out. Good, and then one more time like that. From the soles of your feet, fill up all the way to the very top of your head, the tips of your fingers. And big sigh out. Nice. Then let's start to engage with the Ujjayi pranayama. This is the breath that will guide us through practice today. So it's very similar to those sighs. We're just going to modify the way it shows up in the physical body. So same idea. You'll take a big breath in through your nose, but this time feel a dragging of the air across the back of your throat. And then you'll breathe out through your nose. Same sort of dragging sensation across the back of your throat. Good, and try that again, breathing in. And breathing out. So the breath is the guide or the foundation for the practice. If there's ever a pose or a shape or a movement that feels like you can't do it without stopping your breath, you know you've gone a little bit too far. Keeping that breath, start to heavy your palms into your mat and roll forward to your tabletop hands and knees. So hands will be underneath your shoulders, knees will be underneath your hips. You'll spread your fingertips comfortably wide, and then we'll roll through a few rounds of cow and cat. So on your inhale, arch and look up towards the sky. Open your chin away from your chest, shine your collarbones forward. And then exhale, do the opposite. Press the palms into the mat, round like an angry cat, and draw your navel up and in. Okay, let's do that again. Inhaling, arching, looking up to your sky, opening the chin, opening the chest. And exhaling, rounding, pressing the ground away and hollowing out. Good. One more time, just like that. Inhaling, arching, and looking up to the sky. And exhaling, rounding, hollowing out, pulling the navel in, sort of like a crunch. Good. And then let's take that and do that a few times in our own way. So you can stay with this arch round thing that we've been doing. It might feel better to start to draw some circles with your head, neck, and shoulders. You might want to flip your fingertips around so that they face your knees, and that'll help you warm up your forearms, getting ready for some more weight bearing on our hands. Really nice. Let's take about 2 more cycles of breath here. So maybe starting to even out side to side if you were doing something asymmetrical. Good. And then on your next exhale, come back to your flat back neutral spine. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips. On your inhale, you'll reach your right hand forward towards the top of your space. Think thumb up, pinky down, kind of like you're going for a handshake. And then extend your left leg all the way back behind you. Flex your toes down, but lift your heel up so that you feel your glute and your hamstring contracting. Good. Take one more big breath in here. Lift a little bit higher with thumb and heel. And on your exhale, round, draw your knee and your elbow together underneath you. Good, let's try that again. So inhale, extend nice and long through your fingers and your toes. Exhaling, rounding, contracting, draw your elbow and your knee to your nose. Good, 3 more times like that. Inhale, reaching out. And exhale, rounding and coiling in. Good, 2 more times. Inhale, feeling resistance that you're creating in your own body, so the movement's a little bit more sticky. And exhale, round, draw your elbow and knee to your nose. Good, 1 more time like that. Big breath in, reaching out nice and long. And a big breath out. Good, this time on your inhale, re-extend arm, re-extend leg. On your exhale, we'll go for a side sweep. So take your right arm, sweep it out to the right. Take your left leg, sweep it over to the left. And then coming back together at center. Good. Take the right arm over to the right, sweeping the left leg over to the left. Yeah, keep that left leg as straight as you can. And then coming back to center. Good. Let's try that just 1 more time. So extending the right arm out to the right, left leg over to the left, and then coming right back to center. Keep the left leg lifted. Lower your right hand down to the yoga mat. Good. From here, shift the weight forward so that the weight's going more in fingertips into your knuckle pads. And on your exhale, bend your elbows. This is a chaturanga prep push-up. So just getting the biceps and triceps warm and ready for a little bit more weight bearing. On your inhale, press yourself back up, straight arms. Good. Exhale, bend your elbows, chaturanga prep push-up. Nice inhale, press yourself back up, straight arms. Good, 1 more time. Exhale, bend your elbows. Yeah, lift the left heel up just a little bit higher. Good, inhale, press yourself back up to straight arms. And exhale, lower your knee back down towards the mat. Good, let's go for 1 round of cow and cat just to kind of wash things out in the spine. So on your inhale, arch, look up towards your sky, broaden across your chest. And exhale, round, angry cat, draw the navel up and in. Good. On your inhale, let's go for the other side. So left arm will extend forward. Again, the hand is like a handshake. So you want to think left thumb up and pinky finger down. And then extend the right leg back behind you. Good. On your inhale, lift up a little bit higher. So feeling the whole backside of your body start to fire up here. And on your exhale, round, draw your elbow and knee to your nose. Good. Let's try that again. So inhale, reaching out nice and long. And exhale, rounding and contracting, so feeling your core fire up here. Good. 3 more times just like that onto the breath. Inhale, reaching out through fingers and toe tips. Exhaling, rounding, drawing in, contracting in the core. 2 more times. Inhale to extend, nice and long. Lift up the gaze if you can. Exhale, contract, round, tuck your chin into your chest. Good. 1 more time like that. Inhale, reaching out. And exhale, rounding back in. Good. This time on your inhale, re-extend arm, re-extend leg. On your exhale, we'll find that side sweep again. So the left hand will go over to the left this time. Right leg will sweep over to the right. Try to keep that right leg nice and straight. Good. And then come back to center on your inhale. 2 more times just like that. So exhale, left arm over to the left. Right leg over to the right. Nice. Inhale back to center. 1 more time. Exhale, left hand over to the left. Inhale, right leg over to the right. And then back to center. Hold, pause, breathe, inhale. And exhale, release just the left hand down to the mat. Good. See if you can lift your right heel up just a smidge higher on your in. On your exhale, shift the weight forward. Bend your elbows. Chaturanga prep push-up. Good. Inhale, press yourself back up to straight arms. Core strong here. Exhale, bend your elbows, lower down. Good. Inhale, press yourself back up. Keep lifting in that right heel. 1 more. Exhale, bend the elbows. Good. Inhale, press yourself back up. Exhale, lower your right knee down to the mat. Cool. 1 round of cow and cat. Inhale, arching and looking up towards your sky. Exhaling, rounding, hollowing out, drawing the navel up and in. Keep yourself in this rounded posture. Tuck your toes on your mat and hover the knees just 1 inch off of the ground. Good. Pause right there for a moment and let's refine. Think about scrubbing your thumbs closer towards one another without actually moving your hands on your mat. From there, press the palms into the mat, lift the shoulders up about 2 inches so that we're really firing up here our chest, our shoulders, getting our arms involved. And finishing touches, think navel draws in really strong so you feel that crunch-like sensation in your abdominals. Go ahead, take one more big breath in. And exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Good. So you can do any movement that feels good here. You might want to pedal push your heels. It might feel nice to do like a little shake of your head or a wag of your tail. Oftentimes the distance between hands and feet might be a little narrow, so if you need to widen that out in your down dog, totally cool. Take a moment to do that and adjust so that your down dog feels really comfy. Good, and then let's find some stillness in the down dog and refine this all together. So on your inhale, lift your heels up super high. Good, keep your hips lifting up, but bend your knees so that your belly and your chest come closer to your thighs. Very nice. Keeping the hips up high, start to lengthen the back of the knees so that the heels come a little bit closer to the ground. They probably won't touch, which is fine. Good, let's do that 2 more times. So on the inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, stick the booty up super high. And exhale, lengthening the back of the legs. Yeah, keeping the tailbone pointing up towards the sky. Good, 1 more time like that. On the inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, think hips up, chest back. And exhale, lengthening the backside of the legs, melting the heels towards the mat. Good. This time on your inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees, tuck your chin to your chest, and roll yourself forward to high plank. Nice. On your exhale, let's do the opposite. Bend your knees, come into that bent knee down dog. Good. Inhale, rolling yourself forward to your high plank. Exhale, bending the knees, bent knee down dog. 1 more time. This time on your inhale, roll yourself forward to your high plank pose. Shift the weight forward into your fingerprints. And on your exhale, bend your elbows, bring your belly all the way down to the ground. Nice. Once you get there, let's point our toes behind us. Slide your legs together so that they touch. And then take your hands a little bit wider than they are right now. So most likely off of your yoga mat. You'll tent your fingertips onto the ground, and on your inhale, roll your chest up. This is a wide variation of a baby cobra. On your exhale, melt your heart back down to the mat. Let's do that 2 more times. So on your inhale, roll yourself up, maybe lifting up a little bit higher, and exhaling, melting back down. Good. 1 more time on your inhale, roll yourself up, lifting your chest up, maybe straightening the elbows just a smidge more. And exhale, melting all the way back down to the mat. Good. From here, slide your hands back underneath your shoulders. Press yourself back to your child's pose, hips to heels. Let's stay for a full cycle of breath. So reconnecting to that Ujjayi pranayama. Big breath in through the nose. And a big breath out. Having the palms into your mat. On your inhale, roll forward to your tabletop, hands and knees. And then on your exhale, tuck your toes and lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Good. In this down dog, start to pedal push your heels. So you'll bend your right knee, bend your left knee. Good. And then slowly start to take that into a stroll at the top of your mat. So your feet will come all the way forward. We'll meet in a forward fold here. And once you get there, I like for the first forward fold to practice feet hips distance apart. Soft bend in the knees, and then just a gentle sway from side to side. Very nice. Come back to stillness in the center. On your inhale, flat back halfway lift. So draw the fingertips up to the shin bones, roll the shoulder heads back, and think about pulling the navel in pretty strongly here. So really nice support in the core. And then on your exhale, we'll go for easy spinal twist. Bring the left fingertips down to the ground, bend into your left knee, and reach the right arm up to the sky as you start to stretch the right leg straight. So this is an awesome time to use a block, especially if you find the left hand is not quite coming to the floor on this. Bring the block underneath the left hand so that the ground will meet you where you're at. Good. On your inhale, think about lengthening out in the spine. On your exhale, rotating your chest a little bit more. Good. Look up at your top right hand. And like I've got a hold of your hand, start to drag yourself all the way up to standing. Both arms will reach up and overhead. Take a big breath in here. On your exhale, slide your right hand down the side of your right leg. Reach your left arm over towards the right. So we're going for a big side body stretch here, grounding down through the pinky edge side of your left foot. Take 1 more inhale here. On your exhale, circle the left hand forward and down, coming into your forward fold. Good. On your inhale, flat back halfway lift. So again, strong core, shoulders back, heart and gaze out. And then exhale, easy twist. Right hand down to the ground, or again, that block. Bend your right knee. Left arm will circle up towards the sky as you stretch your left leg as straight as it can go. So we're doing a few different things here, warming up the spine, finding that rotation, but also starting to get into the IT band. So in this side, it's the left IT band, the upper outer part of your left hip that we're starting to feel some sensation in. Look up at that left hand. On your inhale, drag yourself all the way up, engaging your obliques as you go. Both arms will reach up and overhead. Take an inhale. And then exhale, side bend, slide your left hand down the side of your left leg. Reach your right arm up and over. Big side body stretch. Yeah, grounding into the pinky edge side of your right foot. Take one more big breath in. And then exhale, circle the right hand forward and down, coming into your forward fold. Inhale, find flat back halfway lift. So roll the shoulder heads back, draw the navel in. And then exhale, both hands down to the ground. Step back to your high plank pose. Good. Shift the weight forward into your fingerprints and toe tips. Bend your elbows, lower your belly all the way down to the ground. Good. Again, once you get there, slide your legs together so that they touch. On your inhale, you'll lift your hands and shoulders off of your mat. Take a big breath in for your no hands baby cobra. Good. Narrow the elbows back towards one another. Inhale. Exhale, lower back down to the ground. From here, this time, a little bit more power. Tuck your toes, pull your navel up and in, and then press yourself up to straight arm plank. Take your inhale. Exhale, hips will go up, downward facing dog. Good, we'll be here for 3 big breaths. Inhale through your nose. Exhale 1. Wherever the mind is wandering, see if you can bring the attention back to the breath. So big inhale through your nose. Big breath out. Good, and one more time like that. Generous inhale. And easy exhale. Hey, if you're enjoying flowing and breathing with me, remember to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time.